Welcome back to my channel, ladies and gentlemen. So if you've been following my channel, you know that I really do love the Porsche brand. I love everything that it represents, the heritage, the racing, the engineering, the design, everything. I just absolutely love about the Porsche brand. And because of that, I actually did buy myself a Porsche 911, specifically the Targa 4 GTS in manual chalk gray, black interior, and yellow stitching. Although everybody says the Porsche 911 is one of the best sports cars to have, after just a year and a half of ownership of the Porsche 911, I kind of see why some people would not like this car. So if you're kind of deciding in between whether you should buy a Porsche 911 or any other alternatives might be right for you, definitely keep watching. So straight off the bat, the Porsche 911 is a really good DD car. It's a really good sports car. You can be on the track on and off. It's really versatile. So here are some quick reasons why the Porsche 911 might not be the best bet for you. If the Porsche 911 is going to be your only car, a spouse, and you have kids and you have a huge dog, you love to tow things around, you have a huge boat, you have to go on road trips, then unfortunately the Porsche 911 might not be the best bet for you. Yes, it's a very good ride. Yes, it's pretty spacious compared to other sports cars. Yes, you can actually fit smaller kids at the back. Yes, you might be able to fit your dog at the back as well. But honestly, it's more of a compact sports car. You can fit two-person up to like 5'10" in height, reasonably inside, but once you add other stuff like your luggages, your dogs, whatnot, yes, you can put a bike rack at the top. Honestly, you can make it work, but it's not the best bet. If you always travel or you have like a huge boat to tow, honestly, an SUV, a Cayenne S, SQ8, Q8, GLE, X7, that might be a better bet. It's still sporty, it's still fun to drive, get a big engine, you get a big exhaust sound. Honestly, if you have just one car, you have lots of stuff, you love to travel around with your kids, Porsche 911 might not be for you. Point number 2, you're a really hardcore car enthusiast. Let me explain hardcore car enthusiast. I consider myself a car enthusiast. I know myself about cars, I know what to get and whatnot. I know the exact horsepower and whatnot. I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about you do like to really work on your car. You really like to add aftermarket exhaust, you like to tune it or whatnot. The Porsche 911 might not be your best bet. One thing is because it's so hard to find parts, and unless you're a really good mechanic, you have to find a good shop, a reputable shop to actually do the work for you. Point number 3, you're looking for sports cars that has the best exhaust. Unfortunately, this one kind of got me too. The newer 992, especially the 992.1, it's got this OP filter, and that really brings down the exhaust. If you watch my previous videos, I did take a 991.2 out, just a regular, just with sport exhaust on. It sounds glorious, it's so deep, it pops and bangs. For my 992 Targa 4 GTS, yes, it's a bit deeper, yes, it pops occasionally, but you really have to push it, you have to rev it up high. So if you're looking for daily sports cars, that's OEM, but you want a deep, fun, exciting exhaust, I regret to tell you the 992 might not be your best bet. The 992.2, the GTS with the newer 3.6 liter engine, that might be a bit better, but of course, it's not out yet. I've never personally driven that car yet. If I do, I'll definitely update you guys. So if you're just looking at sports cars with deep exhaust, unless you go aftermarket, the Porsche 992 might not be the best bet. If you're looking for a sports car that does not blend in, that you want to stand out in the crowd, Porsche 911 might not be your best bet. So POV, you've spent your entire life savings or you're saving a long time for a sports car that you actually want. Some people want to kind of stand out in the crowd a tiny bit because like obviously you save up for so long, you just want people to kind of notice you. If you don't know cars, you just in the parking lot, just looking like this, you might not see it. Yes, if you get the GT3, the wing super high, you might spec that. But other than that, if you're looking for a sports car that really stand out in that particular price point, there are other alternatives. For me, getting the Porsche 911, it's the kind of thing that if you know thing. So if people recognize this car, good, great. If you want to be the fastest car from the get-go, unfortunately, the Porsche 911 might not be the fastest. Of course, we're not counting the Turbo S. That's another animal of another level. I'll talk about that car in another video in the future. It's fast, but it's not ultra fast. Honestly, a Tesla 3, Tesla Y would beat you on the spot. On track, yes, it's one of the best bets. Porsche 911, it is a Targa, it is a manual, so it's not the fastest bunch, but I did beat M3s, M4s, M5s, even RS6s on the track. Main thing is because it's so light, it's so agile, you can actually turn at higher speeds and kind of accelerate way earlier versus the other cars. It's too heavy. Yes, it's got great acceleration. On track, it might not be the best bet. So if you're looking for just straight line speed, there's going to be other alternatives. So around the 100K mark Canadian, I actually gathered a list which I personally went through of different good alternatives. So first, of course, there's the other Porsche, which is the Cayman or Boxster, 2015-2016, really nice, lightly used. That's a really good price point. Yes, it's a smaller car. Yes, it's not a 911, but bang for a buck, it's a way more funner car. The engine is right at the back of you and it's mid-engine, so you get way more exhaust sound. You actually feel you're more in sync with the car. The balancing is bang on, and it being a slightly harsher, stiffer car, the Cayman, the Boxster is definitely worth thinking about. Let's not forget the Audi RS3, GT RS. If that is what you're looking for, that 2.5 liter engine is honestly bulletproof. As long as you do your services every year, every 50,000 or so, it's actually really good. Another thing is it's got so much tuning potential. A buddy of mine, he actually tuned his RS3 up to 1,000 horsepower. It's just crazy. I believe it was stage 3. Of course, he did a lot of stuff to it, but then it's just more easily accessible. Huge community for those cars. So if you're looking to tune your car, definitely the RS3, the TTRS is definitely the way to go. So if you do have a bit more cash, let's say up to the 160, 180 Canadian mark, you have so much more choices. The AMG GT, this car, it was one of my top lists before I bought my Porsche 911. It's a V8, good on gas, reliable, super duper sleek, super duper nice, part of the AMG. It's got the racing heritage to it. Engine was hand built by one mechanic. To me, I think that's a huge selling point. It just all the exclusivity, has all the tech and whatnot. Exhaust sounds amazing. The torque is just crazy. Only thing is it does not have a manual. Yes, it's got the Tiptronic, that's nice too. To me, that was kind of my hit or miss. It was really between the AMG GTR and my Porsche 911. Both, I love them to bits. Another, of course, is the Audi R8. If you like the pure V10 NA, Audi R8, I really think it's one of the good alternatives. It's a good daily car. Only thing is like ride is a bit harsh. There is no blind spots. There is no adaptive cruise. There is no top view camera, which to me I think is just doesn't make sense. This car of this caliber, you want to drive it every day. You want to have all the safety features, but unfortunately, nope. Jaguar F-Type R. That was also one of the contenders. I just love it. It was so much fun. Of course, there's the all-wheel drive version as well. So it's a decent daily drive. Only thing is like the reliability for Jaguars is just not the best. Other than that, it's fun, it's fast. The V8 supercharged is just insane, just instant torque, and the exhaust, oh my god, it pops and bangs. It's so dramatic. So if you're looking for something that's dramatic, that's fun, Jaguar F-Type is definitely one of them. You can bump your budget a bit more. The Aston Martins, the Vantage, those are really fun car. I don't know if you guys know, but they actually share the same engine as the AMG GT. So it's basically much the same engine, but it's just tuned a bit differently. I haven't driven one, but I've actually sat in one, and oh my god, it's gorgeous. It's got the nicest build you could ever find in a car. It just drives really, really nice. All the leather, all the tech is really, really nice. But again, it's a British car. Reliability is not the very, very best. With the budget going so high, you can definitely check out the GT4. If you're looking just for a track weapon, I highly recommend the GT4. If you're so lucky to get a GT4 RS, that's an absolute weapon. I actually sat in one on track, the GT4 RS. The intakes on the side is so loud, it's just amazing. If you're looking for a pure track weapon that you don't want to add any aftermarket tunes to GT4 RS, it's bang on. Only thing is like you can't just buy one, you have to buy multiple cars before you can actually get one, and then of course they're not making it anymore. But if you can somehow get a used one, GT4 RS, I think it's a good alternative as well. So last but not least, who's the ideal owner for Porsche 911? Wants a sports car that's relatively low on maintenance, reliable, looking for a daily driver, sometimes on the weekends just going to work. You can go to track days as well, but just not a lot of effort that needs to be put into a car that's to maintain a car, I think that's the ideal owner for the Porsche 911. You have multiple cars, you don't have to tow anything, but if you do, you have other cars to do that. Before you get a Porsche 911, make sure your spouse likes the car. The worst feeling in life is you actually bought your dream car, but your spouse actually hates it. If your loved one doesn't like the car, it just kills the whole experience. Thank God my wife likes it. She likes the Tiger, she likes the silhouette. She can actually drive manual too, so that's a huge plus. And the good thing is, like, she doesn't mind if we open the top down. She appreciates it. So whatever car you buy, make sure your spouse, your family actually likes it as well. The worst feeling is you actually buy something that you like, but your spouse, your family hates it. That's the absolute worst. So thanks again for watching this quick video. If you guys have any comments or any opinions or any perspectives that I missed, definitely leave it at the comment down below. Thanks guys for watching. Have a great day.